Dear kids, there are many tricks in math that can help you to solve problems faster and improve overall math skills. However, as a math teacher, I am hesitant to teach these tricks until you fully understand how, why, and where to use them. I believe you need to really master a concept before you can use a trick effectively. There is, however, the rules of divisibility that I believe all kids should understand and be exposed to as early as possible, about 4th grade. These rules help students to not be afraid of large numbers and can help build number sense. I want students to feel comfortable with numbers and be flexible working with them. So let's get started with our lesson on rules of divisibility. Divisibility rule for 2. There is simple rule for 2. Any even number is divisible by 2. Any number ending with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 is divisible by 2. Example 128 ends with 8, that is, even so, yes, divisible by 2, whereas 129 ends with 9, which is an odd number, so 129 is not divisible by 2. Divisibility rule for 3. Sum all the digits, and if the sum is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. Let's look into examples. 381, sum of all digits is 12, which is divisible by 3. So the number 381 is divisible by 3. 560, sum of all digits is 11, which is not divisible by 3. So the number 560 is not divisible by 3. Tip: this rule can be repeated. For example, number 9999, sum of all the digits is 36. Now we can again add 3 and 6, that is 9, and it is divisible by 3. Divisibility rule for 4. The first rule is that the last two digits are divisible by 4. Let's look into examples. 512, 12, which is divisible by 4. So the number 512 is divisible by 4. Number 226, 26 is not divisible by 4, so 226 is not divisible by 4. The second rule is that the last two digits in the number are 0, 0. Example 500, last two digits are 0, so 500 is divisible by 4. Divisibility rule for 5. The last digit of the number is either 0 or 5. Let's see example. 510 is divisible by 5 as last digit is 0. 226 is not divisible as last digit is 6. Divisibility rule for 6. The number is divisible by 6 only if it is divisible by 2 and 3 both. Let's look into an example. Number 522. Last digit is 2, which is even, so the number is divisible by 2. Sum of all the digits is 9, which is divisible by 3, so 552 is divisible by 3. As we see, 522 passed divisibility test for 2 and 3 both. It means it is divisible by 6 also. Divisibility rule for 7. Subtract twice the last digit from the number formed by the remaining digits. If the outcome number is divisible by 7, then the whole number is divisible by 7. To understand this rule, let's look into couple of examples. Example 1. Number 1505. Step 1. Twice the last number, that is 5 into 2 equals 10. Step 2. Subtract 10 from remaining number, that is 150. That is 140. As 140 is divisible by 7, the number 1505 is also divisible by 7. Let's look into another example for understanding divisibility rule for 7. Number 2093. Step 1. Twice of last digit, that is 6. Step 2. Subtract from remaining number, that is 209 minus 6 equals 203. We can repeat these two steps until we get two digits number. That is 20 minus 6 equals 14. Now we know 14 is divisible by 7, so the number 2093. Divisibility rule for 8. If the last three digits are divisible by 8, then the number is divisible by 8. Number 1,09,816. In this 816 is divisible by 8, so the number is divisible by 8. Another quick method is to halve the number 3 times and check if we get the result as the whole number. Example 816. Half of 816 is 408. Half of 408 is 204. Half of 204 is 102, which is still a whole number. It means that 816 is divisible by 8. Divisibility rule for 9. If the sum of digits is divisible by 9, then the number is divisible by 9. Examples: number 981, sum of digits is 18, which is divisible by 9, so the number is divisible by 9. Example number 780, sum of digits is 15 and it is not divisible by 9, so the number is not divisible by 9. Divisibility rule for 10. Any number which ends with 0 is divisible by 10. Example 120 is divisible by 10 but 129 is not. Divisibility rule for 11. Add and subtract digits in an alternating pattern. That is, add first digit, subtract next digit, add next digit, etc. Then check if the answer is either 0 or divisible by 11. Let's look into example. Number 1364, so add 1 minus 3, add 6 minus 4, that is 0. It means the number is divisible by 11. Another example 913. Add 9 minus 1, add 3, that is 11. So the number is divisible by 11. Another example 3729. Answer is minus 11. So the number is divisible by 11. Number 987. The calculation is 8, so it is not divisible by 11. Another rule for divisibility by 11. In this rule, we subtract the last digit from a number made by the other digits. If that answer is divisible by 11, then the original number 2. Let's look into example. Number 286. 28 minus 6, that is 22, and it is divisible by 11, so the number 286 is divisible by 11. Also remember, for large number we can repeat the process to get answer in 2 digits. Example 14,641. 1,464 minus 1, that is 1,463. Then 146 minus 3 is 143. Then 14 minus 3, that is 11, and it is now divisible by 11, so the number 14,600. Rule for divisibility by 12. If the number is divisible by 3 and 4 both, then the number is divisible by 12 also. Example 648. Let's test divisibility for 3. Sum of all the digits is 18, which is divisible by 3, so the number 648 is divisible by 3. Let's test divisibility for 4. Last two digits 48 is divisible by 4, so the number is divisible by 4. As the number 648 has passed divisibility test for 3 and 4 both, the number is divisible by 12 also.